Hi Fools, welcome. I'm Jill Ralph here with Chris Niles to take a look at one of your burning questions about share prices. This one comes from a viewer named Adrian, and Adrian asks, I'm unconsciously drawn to investing £1,000 in a company with a low share price of below £1, rather than companies with, say, a £10 share price, as I feel it gives me more shares for my money. Is this foolish big F or foolish little f? So Chris, over to you.
Well, 6 and 1 half a dozen the other, actually, because it's certainly a foolish with a capital F, because he's actually thinking about investing, which is always awesome. It's what we like to hear. But on the little f side of things, you know, when I look at a company that I'm kind of looking to invest in, I tend to kind of not really look at how much each individual share price is. And to explain that before I get pelted by angry viewers or angry other fools, it's really because, I mean, if you look at it in another way, so let's say you're looking at, I don't know, a pizza, something like that. You go out on a Saturday night, or you stay in on a Friday night and get your favourite takeaway. You pay, say, £20 for a pizza. And it comes down, you start eating it, and at the end of the day, if the pizza's split into 10 pieces, I guess you can kind of work out the total cost of that £20 as £2 per slice of pizza. Now, if you split that into, I don't know, 300 pieces of pizza, why you would want to do that, I have no idea. But you'd be paying around about sort of 7p per slice of pizza or per share of pizza. And so at the end of the day, it's no matter how big the slice you have, at the end of the day, the outlay you've actually paid to get that pizza, that whole pizza, is £20. So it doesn't matter how much you sort of split it up, your outlay is always going to be the same.
Great answer. And so Adrian had a second part to his question, which was, if I'm investing £250 a month into shares, does the Motley Fool have a minimum amount you recommend I spend per share purchase? So Adrian, great question. The answer really is no. There is no magical minimum. It needs to be a number you're comfortable with. And our general guideline is to not spend more than 1 to 2% of your overall purchase on trading costs. So if your broker charges you £10 per trade, you want to spend at least about £670 per purchase. And that's covering you for that 0.5% stamp duty.
Always important to remember that.
Exactly. So each time you buy a share, you want to spend at least that to keep your costs in line. And as with anything, you want to pay attention to how much money you're spending when you invest in or out of a company.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jill. And at the end of the day, there's always one thing to remember. The more you actually pay out on initial trading costs, remember, you don't get those back. So the more you actually pay out on those trading costs, the more you have to make up before you start turning a profit on your investments.
So there you have it. Remember, if you're spending £1,000 on one share of a great company or 100 shares of a great company, you're still spending £1,000. So
absolutely.
Great way to slice it. Huh? Thank you very much, Adrian, for your question. And if you have a question out there, email us at foolishquestions@fool.co.uk. Chris, thank you.
Thank you, Jill. Thanks, guys.
Full on.